What is up everyone? Welcome back to Coaching Changes Life channel, your number one space for coaches, learners and leaders of life. So I've been doing a lot of reading lately during my free time, and I find that reading makes time flow super fast. Though the key is that you got to find the right book to read. The book has to be something that really hooks you, hold on to you and then reel you in. If you're someone who have decided to do more reading this year, do click the subscribe button, hit on the notification bell and join us in your reading journey today. For today's video, I'm going to share more thoughts and insights on this book called Humble Inquiry, The Gentle Art of Asking Instead of Telling by Edgar Schein. This is a very short book to read and it talks about the power of humble inquiry. Humble inquiry is the basis of building trusting relationships, which facilitates better communication and thus allow us to have better coordination whenever needed during teams. This is an important factor that allows us to create this trust and safe environment where we are able to have open communication across all boundaries. Strong communication skills cement relationship across people, teams, and family. Many a times, communication barriers or the lack of communication causes us to have communication breakdown or organization underperformance. As leaders and coaches, it is very important for us to be able to create and nurture this safe and trusting environment where one is able to share freely their thoughts and ideas. In order for us to build a good team or build good relationship, it is important for us to speak in a manner that cultivates trust, respect, and inclusiveness. Rather than telling, directing, or commanding, we provide a space for others to just share what he or she or they wants to talk about. The art of humble inquiry is by embracing this curious attitude and reflecting back to the speaker what we heard from them, without any influence or any add-ons from our own perspective. This is really for us to build up the space for a more open and more collaborative conversation. In coaching conversations or in everyday conversation, this is where we as coaches and leaders listen actively and be that mirror where we simply reflect what we heard back to them. We do not influence the content of what's said nor the form of it being said. As such, we have to be very mindful that we do not influence the way one processes their thoughts, the way they are thinking, nor do we try to steer the conversation into a particular direction that serves our purpose, our intention, or just try to steer the conversation in a way that allows us to fill in any missing gaps in our heads or in our minds. So if that were to happen, it would mean that that conversation is serving us rather than serving the other party. So this is something that is really very important for us to keep in mind and most in our everyday conversations as well. Edgar Schein also highlighted that because of our obsession about social status or ranks, or because of our culture, it can be a little difficult for some people to actually practice the art of humble inquiry. As quoted from him, the more authoritarian the culture, the greater the sociological distance between the higher and lower levels of status of achievements, the harder it is for superiors or leaders to be humble and learn the art of humble inquiry. Also because of this, there might be occasions where because of our roles or our social status or our culture, we subconsciously influences the way that we engage, the way that we actually behave or our attitude towards people. As such, Edgar suggested that one way for us to counter this is for us to be intentionally open about ourselves. He even introduced this concept called the cultural islands, which I find that is very interesting. So this is where all the teams actually gather together. We let go of social norm, let go of our culture, let go of traditions, and we just be ourselves. So all of us are at the same level and we just talk about things out. We just trash things out or just be honest about it. So this is called the cultural island. Alright guys, so that's a wrap up of The Humble Inquiry by Edgar Schein. This is a very short book and you definitely can finish reading it over one weekend. If you have any book recommendation, do drop in the comments below. Alright, thank you so much for watching this video and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!